whammons. Hey, got the little ladies.
Oh, the ladies are up. The ladies are
We hear voices.
Where's
No, that's just a you thing.
No, you just hear the voices. That is
You
us.
hear the voices. What are you talking about? We're in your head, always, constantly, forever. What the Whammin' podcast?
Not the whammons.
The Whammin'.
Okay, you ready to
20
do this?
years, good luck. What?
What? You ready to do this, Kayla?
Let's do this thing.
We're switching it over. Which one is it? Is
Hey.
it this one? Nope, that's all you.
Oh, that's all me. Hello.
I squirreled.
Squirreled. Look at that though. Oh, that looks so cute.
It's so early for me, and I'm so tired. I got up at 9. I was like, I'm awake, and I hate everybody.
It's like I saw that, and it's like, heh, I just woke up. 20 minutes later, it's like I'm sleeping in.
I don't know.
And then I was like, wait a second. Oh, it's almost time. And then it's like, no, it's not.
Oh, thank you, Terry. Terry's up here cheering with bits. Let's see if it disappears.
There you go.
Because for the last couple, oh, it does disappear. Good.
Yeah. Oh, and then you did put the chat box in. Yay, we're functioning.
Yeah, I put a chat box in last minute. We almost didn't have a chat box. I like the little block chat box for today too. I thought that was cool because then it kind of like fades off.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. Or I could leave it like staying up. I'm not sure.
Oh, Dean hasn't slept.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I wonder if that. If
like he didn't sleep.
Now he knows how I feel when you guys keep me up till like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning.
It wasn't me.
The latest I've stayed up.
Not this time. Well, this was like 3 a.m. 3 a.m., 4 a.m. for you this time?
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to sleep, and then I was awake until 4 a.m.
Yeah, I was like, I like check out my notifications, like she still tweeted.
And I was like so like tired, but then I was like trying to sleep, and I was like, no, if I fall asleep, I'm gonna miss the thing. I'm gonna boomer. I'm not gonna get up in time for the show.
Yeah, but we did it. We're here.
I guess boobs is a bad word. E-Rock, don't say boobs.
Cannot say boobies. Yeah, no, someone else got that last time. It's just like, oh.
I thought
I
tried to turn that off. So
I can say boobies. Hold on, I'll say boobies.
How the F is boobies found?
Boobies!
Only the mods could say the damn word.
No, apparently not. It's just like, no. It's like saying, oh.
You can't even say it.
Did I lose mod status? How dare you?
No, you didn't.
Oh.
It just says
it's weird.
refrain.
It told me, it's like, please refrain from foul language.
Yeah, I think it's if you get yelled at 10 times in less than a minute or something stupid.
Oh.
It'll kick you off. So like if you're like, fuck, it's like, no, bye-bye.
Oh, remember this is going on YouTube, so you're now gonna have to censor that out.
We have to censor all the swearing. Because we're gonna put it on YouTube. That's the reason why we're gonna download it, so we could edit it to put it on there.
I want fun sound effects once we do that.
Can I say penis wrinkle? God damn it, Eric.
It says no.
Oh yeah, we totally need to do a sound effect.
It's just like testing it out. It's just like, Eric, you're banned. You can't say those words. But anyway, let's continue. Kurt, only I can say boobs.
Actually, it's not even correcting him. Do you see this? It's not even like, that's
it's
so
just like,
funny.
yeah, no, not having it. It's like, that's fine. Kurno can say it. We allow him to say boobies.
I call him Chrono Trigger, because, like, that's the only thing I can think of. Remember, like, that old school video game?
Yeah,
I love that fucking game. But, like, it's like Chrono Trigger, and that's how I remember his name. Oh, everyone's practicing if they can say boobs.
Boobs?
Oh, Dean can't say it.
Bird language.
So, good morning, everybody. I hate my life.
You agreed.
Well, I've been like, oh, I need to do morning streams. I need to do at least one. I need to do it. So it was perfect coming together on this, I guess. Because I do need at least one morning stream for the Twitch channel. So this really helps. I just sleep until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So... But... figured tea time would be like brunch. How are you lovely ladies doing this morning? I'm doing good. Kayla, how you doing?
Oh, we're doing pretty alright. I got my tea. Sushi was freaking out because it's like, where'd she go? But I got tea. Oh, the slurps.
I do not have tea. I have coffee.
I know, this
because-
is probably the one time I'm actually gonna have tea. I only like iced teas. I'm that person. It's the milkiest white of tea that I'm currently drinking, and I'm making all normal tea drinkers like cringe right now.
It's like
But
the
it's
bubble tea.
it's like, well, yeah, kind of. It's like orange. It's like an orange vanilla tea latte. I sound
That
very
sounds
fruity when I
delicious.
say it. It's amazing though. I love it.
You sound like you're white as hell saying that though.
I know. Well,
Orange
that's
vanilla latte.
okay. Oh no. Seriously, like my Starbucks white girl drink is, and it has to say the full thing: venti ice coconut milk mocha macchiato. That's my white girl drink because it sounds white
I
as
think my
fuck.
eye twitched a
You'll
little
have to
bit
censor
with you,
that, I don't know.
white girl, that hard.
I mean, it's true though.
I forget where I got this Jack Skellington cup. I think one of my Patreons, or no longer Patreons, that I pissed off got me this cup, which makes me mad.
It's like, I got you a mug. So what?
But
Notice me.
notice me, senpai. So,
God.
I want to take the moment. We have 11 people. Thank you for joining us. If you had joined me and Kayla before on Waifu Wednesday, this is kind of an extension, I would say, of that in a way. But it's better because it's me and Kayla's show versus us struggling to find a guest or not be able to find a guest. So basically, it's gonna be me and Kayla. We might have like a guest come in, hang out, and talk with us. But for the most part, it's gonna be us just talking shit, drinking tea, and talking our feels about things and stuff with you guys. Yes, we're doing a morning show.
Yeah,
This is
we're
cool.
live, and everyone's like, wait, what is this tomfoolery?
Metal as fuck. So, welcome to Well, no, we're not doing Waifu Wednesday. What am I doing?
We're
I'm already
boomering.
messing up. Welcome to Tea Time. This will be our morning show. I'm still gonna do Waifu Wednesday, but it's gonna be like me just doing me things and maybe like talking to people, and maybe Kayla will be there, and maybe she won't. Maybe I'll play video games, maybe I'll draw. I'm not really sure. Waifu Wednesday's still a thing, except for now we're just basically moving the podcast part of it here. So we can talk shit.
Yeah,
That's really we are here to talk shit.
we usually do.
We do talk a lot of shit.
Now we just have other people watching us talk shit.
So
That's
everyone
right.
go check. Kayla just dropped it in the chat. So if you guys go give us a follow and subscribe to us on YouTube, we will win our bet that we made with the crows as well. So we actually made a bet against Dean and Aura and Crow and all those guys. Who am I missing? Broly.
Yeah, Broly. Well, he's retired, so who
He
knows about him.
retired.
Then he retired. He comes and goes, you know.
Yes. DNA Crows. We're gonna beat them. We have 6
DNA
months to
Crows.
see who has the most followers. They are already 300 ahead of us because we just decided to start doing this. So if you could-
350, I think, or something like that,
Yeah.
right, Dean? He'll correct us.
Dean doesn't. Dean knows
He
exactly.
knows. He knows.
Whoever has the most followers after 6 months wins. So if we win, what do they get, Kayla?
So if we win, what do they get?
What do they get?
They get the privilege to dress up as Neko maids, and I think Dean and Andrew are going to be like, did we agree making a cake or something? Is
Yeah,
that
they
what
had
it
to
was?
like cook to us and call us like senpai, right?
Senpai or something like that.
That's right. And then if they win, what happens if they win?
I don't know. I can't remember that part actually. We kept talking about it, but no, I don't think they decided. We dressed
were
up as
dressed
crows.
which is
Yeah, we dressed
weird.
as crows.
Because it's hard to like make that like a suit. Like it'll be like a headdress, I guess, which would be I don't know. You buy me a
Yeah.
car? No. We did not
Brand
agree
new
to that.
car. No, that's
Brand
not
new car.
happening.
Yeah, get out of here with your car bullshit.
It's like, nah, fam, this ain't it. But yeah, no, so we dressed up as crows, sexy crows in bikinis, and we live streamed that.
I'm not
right?
dressing up as a girl in a bikini.
So I'm just, that's what, that's what everyone else would want. It's like, well, we're gonna find
You
crow.
can stalk
he's gonna find them. He's gonna find crow costumes.
Dude, I
or
wish-
he's gonna make them.
Okay, I wish that like Kayla was closer, and then we'd be like, oh, we'll get matching crow tattoos or something stupid, like little tiny
Well,
ones.
yeah, because I think Dean was like thinking about, weren't you guys thinking about doing that, Dean, like at like the 500 mark or 1000 mark or something like that?
Well, I was saying if me and you lost,
Tramp stamps?
that would have been funny if we
Oh.
got like little tiny crow tattoos.
Ah!
Like, and they
I
could be
mean-
like I think it'd be funny if they had like a little thing over their head that they were like, duh, like confused crows.
There you go. We can like insult them slightly as we lose our bet, but
That's
that ain't
right.
gonna happen.
That's right. Sushi isn't gonna go out without dismasculating somebody here.
Emasculated. Coolio. But yes, topic of today's stream.
Well, I was
Sushi.
gonna get on that because if you look, I forget which way. This way, we have little Spider-Man. He's actually underneath you, Kayla.
Oh,
Spider-Man
right. I
is
was like, wait, what?
Spider-Man's underneath you. So our topic for
Okay.
today is basically Spider-Man. Oh, I blinked. No, don't blink. So Spider-Man is basically our topic of the day. Well, not really Spider-Man per se, but we're gonna talk about what's the best way to explain it?
How female comic book characters cannot be drawn by men because men are gonna draw very unrealistic expectations of women.
But they would never in a million years draw unrealistic expectations of men, right?
Exactly. No sexy men's.
Because men are always rippling with muscles and stuff. Like our little Spider-Man here. If you look at him, he's got.
Okay.
Kayla actually picked him out for us to share. He's rippling.
Has muscles where there's not muscles.
Right? Like,
and he's supposed to be like the skinny one.
Yeah, he's supposed to be our tiny one. And he is, like, even the contouring, like, he's got 6 muscles on his knees.
6 muscles on them knees.
And look, and Super Saiyan he rocks in here and he's like, F that, I'm gonna draw real expectations of Sushi and Kayla, watch me.
Uh-oh.
He wants to look like Spider-Man, he tries, he wakes up every morning to look like Spider-Man. But
he'll just be
he's
Wolverine.
gotta do more leg days, like it's all arms. He's
Them
all
leg days never miss out.
the testicles will be huge.
Testicles.
I'm chiseled like that Spider-Man. Dean, you're like not Shaggy. I was gonna say Scrappy Doo, which is funny, but like Shaggy from Scooby Doo.
Blanking so hard, but yes.
That's
so
what
are
you said.
Are we getting woke today, Sushi?
We're
Have
getting
we converted?
woke. We're not getting woke. We are
getting broke.
So if there are SJWs is the opposite, what are we?
I don't know.
Oh, thank you for subscribing. We got a new subscriber.
Hey, there
Yay,
you go.
thank you.
Adorbs. Aw, that's cute. That's cute. It's all cute.
Oh, you're the best. People are the best. Yay. So, I don't know what the opposite of like SJW. I don't want to say like we're right wingers because I'm not a right winger.
No, well, it's like, what is it? We support toxic masculinity. That's what we do. That's what we're doing. And we're women haters as well.
I hate women.
I know, right? I
So-
hate you, Sushi. I hate myself.
Well, we're talking about hating women, and while we're on this topic, because that's what our whole topic is today, about this stuff, about toxic masculinity and
Toxic masculinity.
words. You guys got me up early. I'm gonna get better as we go. Social injustice soldier. So we're an SIS. So that's us. Is that a thing?
Sure.
Sure, we'll go with it, Dean.
Let's go for it. Good job, Dean.
But we'll jump back onto. I'll switch over our screen. Where's our little screen? Oh, it's all Kayla.
It's me. I'm
Oh,
responding
Kayla.
to things. Woo.
Put our little guy over here.
I'm here.
So this is the artist in question. Everyone can see my screens. my wallpaper is just like Skeletor. So J. Scott Campbell, he's actually one of my personal favorite comic book artists. Has been for a long time. Save this so I wouldn't have to do this, but I did. God damn it. So Kayla actually pulled this picture up. This is one of his most if it loads.
Looks at the sushi folders. Where's the lewds?
I made us a special folder
You're right.
folder so we could keep on
I'm
topic
joking.
today. This is one of his more famous artworks, I guess, comic book covers. He is a cover book artist. He's worked for Marvel for a while. I think there's a lot of controversy where they're trying to get him canceled right now. Actually, the Mary Jane where she has the coffee cup, which goes with our tea time theme.
Hey.
That was one of my first like cosplays I ever did, was to do that Mary Jane goth, which is funny. I have no pictures of it because it was before I think I have one selfie, but it was before like I had like been a professional cosplayer. It was like my third con that I've ever gone to, and I was like, "Woo, I'm gonna run around and be goth Mary Jane," but it was based off of this cover photo. He's an amazing artist. I don't know if you guys follow J. Scott Campbell. I had to like read that, which was really weird. Check him out. He's on Twitter. Like I said, as far as like one of my, this is one of my favorite things he posted. This is the one I was talking about the other day. So he made this tweet. It says, "I can still remember it like it was yesterday, watching The Little Mermaid in the theater for the first time. The sense of awe and the wonder that came over the audience, and the voice of a small child saying, 'But mommy, where are her organs?'" This is basically him calling out, it's not just the comic book industry. This is Disney, this is WB Kids Network, this is everything. We draw because we're artists and we're doing a fantasy and what we expect in the future, I guess, or like how we perceive it and we find beauty, if that makes sense.
Well, and I think it's like they're targeting comics, because I've heard the thing with Disney before, because of course with Jasmine and everything. Like
It's funny,
right
I
there.
pulled
There you
Jasmine
go.
up.
Hey, right there. But like, so they've said this before, but like the big thing is though too, they keep saying it's like, oh, well, men in comics shouldn't draw women
Yeah, and
because they draw them a certain way. But it's like Sushi, you draw sexy ladies.
I do draw extremely sexy ladies. Actually, we didn't even think about that. I could have pulled. This is funny right here. I mean, some women in real life, similar bodies to the ones you draw, be it surgery or exercise angles or whatever it is. And it's funny because me and Kayla actually had saved a few pictures to use in this. But this is real human beings. These aren't fake human beings. These are real human beings.
Well, I'm not too sure about the one on the far right. That could be Instagram model.
This one?
You know? Yeah, the
Yeah.
one on that one. So it's like there could be a little bit here, there, and everywhere, but like, you never know.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, you look at those like shapes, like to the first picture you showed, and it's like, okay, like it looks a bit more real. And like, you got to break your back for some of these pictures, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's
Especially,
like a C right there.
and that's, I mean,
Juicy.
this is all posing.
Yeah.
And this is like a ton of squats. Like, that's a lot of booty squats. I call that the horse riding butt. But like, even if you go back to, like, here's some retro cartoons that they had shared on here. And I know we have some pictures that we saved that we're going to go over as well. I'm just going through his Twitter feed, which actually has a lot of this because, like I said, he is getting attacked right now for cancel culture and things like that, which is crazy. This is like one of Marvel's like longest standing, most well known comic book artists, and these people are trying to like cancel him because he's a man that draws women. Oh my god. And I draw my women more sexy than pictures. Completely honest. Oh, this one's probably here's a mermaid with some organs.
Oh god. Here's her organs. It's in her tail.
All her organs are in her tail. So it's funny, like, even his followers are let it go. People are like, yeah, let it go. Putting it out there that this stuff is going on. He did make a post earlier where he said, like, oh, I gained 5,000 followers in a week or something like that. Cancel culture does all these things to basically cancel us. Let me find your face. Where'd you go? Go back on us real quick.
Back at it.
But cancel culture does all these things that, like, I'm going to cancel you from going to the show. I'm going to cancel you as an artist. I'm going to take your job away. In a lot of ways, like, we jump in followers when they do that. So it hurts us because we're hearing the re in our ears as an artist and as like a model or an actress or whatever it's coming from. But I strongly think there's more of us than them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, and then it's but the thing is with that is because it's like cancel culture, and it's like, they don't necessarily listen to the majority, they're just listening to that woke voice because for some reason they think that's what people want, and it's like, no, obviously not. It's just like you look at all this other stuff going on, it's like you have all these people supporting this like comic book artist because they're like, no, keep doing what you're doing, we love your art.
Yeah.
It just like doesn't make sense, and it's like, oh no, because it's like, because even though everyone else is like supporting this comic book artist, like he could still get like fired because it's like, well, we had complaints that, oh, you're drawing the Whammons too sexy and unrealistic.
And Marvel is so woke culture right now. Like they're, I would say they're way heavier on that than like even DC, and I'm a big Marvel fan.
Yeah.
So and there's certain things like E-Rock had talked about a little bit, which I'm not going to reread what he wrote, but it's definitely like there's so many characters that don't need to be woke that are there for the picking that need to be brought in. Stop waking up. Like, I know that I assume woke is like wake up.
Yeah,
right?
and for someone who doesn't like understand it, like you got it. Yeah, right there. Good job, Sushi.
Like,
I'm proud of you.
You did it.
You did it.
They're waking up. But really, just go back to sleep. It's a freaking fantasy. Have some dreams. Like,
yeah.
Really,
there you go. I like that.
Right? Like, go back to sleep. Like, I'm not saying don't push different cultures and different like sexualities and things like that. I want that. I would love to have more gay, lesbian, whatever superheroes. Don't turn all my superheroes into that. Don't make my Mary Jane a size 22. You see what I'm saying?
Well, it's like they're taking and it's different because like different universes and everything, and there's different stories. But the thing is, though, too, with that is kind of like, okay, just make your own characters. You don't have to change that exactly, because there's been tweaks here and there to different stories. But it's kind of like, no, when you completely change a character, why not just make a new character? But no, you don't want to make a new character. You want to change this other character because, oh, people know this character, but you're trying to push your little fantasy on other people.
Yeah, and it's like Spider-Man. If they would have just gave us a fucking Miles Morales, fucking live action real, that would have been amazing. Yeah. Miles Morales is one of my favorite Spider-Man stories. I mean, I loved Into the Spider-Verse. That was really well done.
Yeah, I think it did really well.
Enjoyed that. That was great. And I know that they were talking about casting it, and then it was weird because when they did that, they backed out, but they kept everything else kind of Milesy, and I'm like, wait, now it hurts. Now it hurts my brain. Like, even I read something the other day where it was like, oh, people who don't like Captain Marvel and don't like Black Panther. I'm like, for one, I love Black Panther. Black Panther was a good movie. I need more Storm in there.
Yeah, well, and we've had that conversation. Because, again, it's like you want your, like, female character, you want your, like, POC, like, you have Storm. But instead, what they're going to do, possibly, like, I think that's what they're going with, is making a female Thor. And it's like, I know there is a female Thor, but it's like, you have all these other characters. Stop it. Get some help.
Exactly.
And then speaking of Storm.
We brought up the Storm.
There's like a bunch of different Storms right fucking there.
And Storm is...
and Sorry, I get passionate.
Storm is one of my... Okay, so Storm is like my first comic book super role model. And Storm is really like important to this whole like our main topic discussion because she does fluctuate in different sizes and just like strong woman empowerment. Actually, my personal favorite Storm is Punk Rock Storm. I fangirl so hard if I ever see people cosplaying Punk Rock Storm.
Freaking Storm doesn't skip leg day.
Yeah, no, Storm definitely. You can see these thick thighs. And this is that posing again. These are different angles of posing as drawing. And this was such a great picture that Kayla found because it shows you you're straight on. And I call this the the big D pose.
The big T.
If you know what I mean, because this is how she always posed. I made a joke last night about that. I was like, give it to the biggest D in the room. And that's what I'm calling her now, the big D.
The big D.
She definitely has a lot of big dick energy going on. The whamming, the real whamming I'm talking about.
The real whamming.
But she always does this pose. And this is a really popular pose, especially with skinnier girls. When I do this pose, is all fucking thigh. I'm big, like bigger than a skinnier girl. So like if I do this, it's just thigh. I don't get this nice little ass curve because it's all like I have giant thighs. I do not skip leg. Well, I do right now because I'm not working out. But I bench press like 350, 400 pounds of my legs for like an hour. Like when I used to go to the gym. So like my thighs are crazy. So you get, this is a natural pose you get as a whammon. And we'll skip over. Here's a couple like just quick drawings. And this one was cool too. I found these when I was looking at reference drawings. And they're all doing that hip bump. Me, if I do the hip bump, I look like this. I don't look like Storm with a little butt like indent here. Mine is definitely more all thigh meat.
Thigh meat.
The thigh meat. And I mean, there are whammons that, you know, have the slender build and the larger build and the very curvy build. But it's a to the eye thing, I believe. It's where'd you go? I lost Kayla. There's Kayla.
Uh-oh. Hello.
No, I'm trying to get used to our windows because this is a new setup we have. Did you see? I haven't seen it yet. They vamped all the Sailor Moon episodes. Did you see those?
I have not seen those yet. No, I know they did them, but
they
yeah,
like made them tiny.
Yeah.
So now so that's like an opposite of the spectrum. So like basically they went like people are gonna be complaining about making these girls voluptuous and beautiful, but then you see like the Sailor Moon remake. And they're all like super tiny, small, petite frames now. They have no curves and body type. And it's like, where do we meet in the middle? Like, where do you go after that? Like, you can't have curvy girls. You can't have super skinny girls. So what are we supposed to do? I don't know. And it's like, if you are a superhero, I'll pull up our stuff again. Shameless plug, shameless plug.
All the shameless plugs everywhere.
That's right. All the shameless plugs.
Yeah.
If you look at, I'm trying to bring up our superhero ladies.
Super ladies.
I know we saved a good one. I just did the rogue. Let me go here. What's this guy? So if you go to like our superhero lineup, no, I was trying to zoom in. That did not work. Zoom. There we go.
I witnessed that.
Oh, zoom, zoom, zoom. So like, if you are a superhero and like Wonder Woman or, why is that the only one I can name in here? Power Girl or Supergirl or Huntress or Black Canary. Okay, this is just me trying to prove a point. And status or Live Wire. Okay, I'll shut up now. These girls are fit. They are lifting buildings, throwing cars, running everywhere. They're gonna be fit. If you worked out all the time, if you did these things all the time, you are gonna look like these girls. If you went to the gym and lifted weights constantly for years, you're going to look like
Do you even lift?
Do you even lift? Like, realistically, like, you're probably not gonna look like Superman, guys. Like,
right.
Like, where's that other one? We had another one, which actually was, go back to our file. Where's our file? It was the actual picture. I had it. I don't know what the hell happened to it. Maybe it was that one? No, it was this one. This one was this is the main picture that was, brought up against, J. Scott Campbell there. So, this is one of the pictures that triggered a whole bunch of people. Because they were like, this is the picture, which, I gotta go back to this thing because I gotta find that tweet because it's so funny. So there's a woman, and this is the picture. You can't see the picture. And she's like, this is why men shouldn't draw women character. because the Hulk right here. That's so real. That's 100% actual freaking what male look like. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, and you can even look at like Wolverine in that picture or, Captain America. It's like, oh yeah, totally, that's totally what guys look like.
and that's the thing here. I'm put you back on here so I can pull up his where'd I put it? I gotta get better. There it is. I put it over here. So that's where it is. Let me go back to our thing real quick. I was like, I know I put it somewhere.
High functioning human.
That's right. So this tweet was like one of the big ones that pulled me into his whole thing. So it was that picture, and the girl was like, this is why we shouldn't allow men, which now it's not popping up. It was like right up here.
There's probably like a bunch,
Yeah, I don't know why it's here. But anyway, she's literally using this man. Oh, because I'm still on the Little Mermaid post. That's why.
Oh,
I don't even know how to Twitter, for the record. This just proves it. Oh, there's another storm. It was funny looking. She's doing that hip again.
Oh, the hip.
The hip. It was funny when Kayla was looking for pictures. She just kept pulling up storm pictures.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, storm. And I was like, just like, oh, comic book character, and there was just a bunch of storm. Even when I was looking up men, like, it's like, nah.
Oh, the storm. Storm is the ideal comic book lady. So I got the tweet. So again, it's that picture we pulled up. I can bring it up real quick so we can get a good look at the picture. So this is the picture uncut because, Spider-Man, men just naturally are this tone. And you said something about Iron Man. Like his suit is muscles.
Well, it's like the suit has muscles, and even technically, like Tony Stark himself has muscles, but it's like technically if anyone shouldn't have muscles, it's him because he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but still, like, even in, like, MCU, like, movies, like, he still has to be ripped, and you never see that. He's, like, he's very rarely, like, there would be no reason, like you said.
Yeah.
For him. But even if you go down here to, like, I wonder if I could zoom in on him. If you go down to Rocket down here, Rocket this squirrel.
He's got biceps.
He's got some biceps. Look at this.
Raccoon has biceps.
I called him a squirrel. Yeah, get out of here. So this is the image in question that this woman here on this tweet has brought up. And it says, all the men are properly proportioned. Okay. Look
properly,
at Hulk.
Properly proportioned. Excuse you?
Look at Hulk. Okay, like, because that is a properly proportioned male. Okay. Exactly. And the women have no organs. Okay, J. Scott Campbell.
Organs.
And he is confused as why we think men shouldn't draw.
Okay,
so,
well, and
look
just
at this icon.
Yeah.
I want you to take a moment to look at the icon this person is using. So funny story about this icon. This is a J. Scott comic book cover. So straight up, literally using this man's artwork as their goddamn icon. Talking shit. So this
that hurts me. That hurts me hard.
Right? So this is where I started like on this topic, and I decided when me and Kayla were talking about what should our first discussion be. This right here is the main reason why I was like, let's talk about body image. Mm-hmm. This woman or man or whatever, it looks like it's a Twitter account.
It's a Twitter account. Who knows who they could be behind that screen?
There's like a little @ sign. Give me who they are.
They don't actually look like that character.
J. Scott is like
just a heads up.
Nice. Has no goddamn clue at all. No clue who the fuck this artist is. Just in there whamming. Just in there complaining. That's all they're doing. Straight up, Kayla. Like, that person is just there complaining. Doesn't know this artist. Doesn't follow this man's stuff. Oh, I love Glenn. Who's your artist that you're using's artwork for your icon? Like, that's sad.
Like, how, like, kind of, like, poorly perfect is that it's like, oh, I'm like using the same profile picture as the man I'm slamming right now. It's like this is why they shouldn't draw, and it's just like, okay, but you obviously liked something about that style, or you like that comic, like, so it's
right. And if we go back in time. Let's go back hundreds of years. I don't know the exact time. I did major in art school and dropped out. But we're gonna try. We'll try to art school talk. The Mona Lisa. A man painted that painting. Should men not paint because you feel upset because
no. Artists should only draw the art that you want.
Oh.
They're not allowed to draw whatever they want or whatever style they want to do. That's what it is. No.
We're gonna be drawing a lot of weird fetishes.
It's like people that can't draw comics, want everyone else to draw for them. And no, this is my vision of this character. Nah. No. I don't know. Rant!
Who else? The Venus, where she's in the seashell and she's nude. And she's muscly. She's a little bigger, but she's muscly. And she's got, the famous Venus one. Those are old paintings. Those are done by males. Because back in that time, women weren't even allowed to paint.
Not allowed.
I think we were allowed to paint, but we weren't, put over, basically. We didn't get credit for it. Same thing with, acting or anything like that. That didn't come around until way later on. So people like me and Nita and other female artists, it's nice that we have that ability. Because years ago, we wouldn't be able to do that. So if I want to draw me, which we mentioned that earlier, I'm actually going to draw artwork for me and Kayla. I started it, and then we got these little icon guys, and I'm I keep forgetting where they are. Come here, little icon guy.
There.
It's the opposite, because it's mirror imaged.
Well, because I'm thinking it's if I was facing the direction of where me is on the screen, then it's on my right side. So that's how I'm thinking of it. I'm learning.
If I face this way, it's I'm talking to you.
Oh, I was I'm not going to be able to do that. Wait, actually, would I be able to? So that'd be to my left?
No, other way.
No, right, other way.
You're
left,
I don't know.
Right?
It's what there
Functioning you go. Human. I'd be looking at a wall. Sushi, you're my wall, and I love you.
You said that,
which is kind of weird. I know. Well, it is kind of weird because I actually just watched a movie where there was demon that was in the wall, and it was the thing. But either way,
demon in the wall.
It's a weird thing that I watched. That's okay.
It's that weird thing. But yeah, I'm actually gonna draw us artwork with our characters. But because I started it and then I drew us in teacups, which are the sketches, I was no, I like these guys on the corner of our little pictures. And I want to draw us a little logo to go on the very top here by our little anime pill.
I did like the tea that you showed me. That was cute.
Oh, with us in the teacups?
Yeah, that was adorable.
I think I'm going to still finish drawing those, and I might put them on our end scene or something.
I was going to say, or they'd be fun for icons and stuff.
Or yeah, our icons.
Yeah.
But I think the little us drinking the tea on the corner is kind of cute, especially because I do us sassy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my face is everything. Our little character's face. It's yes, draw me like that. Draw me like one of your tea drinkers.
Yeah, I want the more I want the shocked
Yeah, he's you want that one with the little lion girl or whatever.
Yeah, but it was a gift, so we it wouldn't chop right. It was weird.
Yeah, well, because that's how we were talking last night. We were saying how it's yeah, here I am. It's Sushi, look at this, and you're always what? And then you go.
And then I get intrigued. I'm okay, I'm in this now.
I pull you down into the rabbit hole that is all of the tea, and it's look at this, and look at this.
I'm
oh man,
Kayla, you're bringing out the
dumbass over here. That's me.
Kayla's bringing out the tea and Sushi.
Always, which I'm already out of my tea. Oh well, it's fine.
Yeah, my coffee cup's almost done. Look at that, our coffee cup's almost gone. Yeah, so I think next stream we might talk about the aging up of characters and artists and things like that, and we'll bring out some of Nina's artwork. I'll drop her link again. Link, because we're talking about her.
Links. The links.
Because I know she does a lot of looter stuff, and she does a lot of women and men, and her stuff is very everywhere, which is good as an artist.
Yeah, well, and with Nita a lot, it's kind of funny because a lot of the time, she's a female artist, but it's she does more female characters, which is very interesting because then it's she'll drop a male character. I'm oh, something I usually don't do.
I suck at drawing men. I draw women all the time, and it's funny you mentioned that as most of my female art friends, me and Nina and everyone, we draw way more women, and they are usually over the top sexualized. I have
Looted.
they're I'll have to look them up real quick. It's Unlikely Heroes. I'll drop
Okay.
their stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're friends of mine. They actually have done a lot of Unlikely Hero Pornhub. What? That's a thing. I don't know.
No reason why you know that. Just
no,
'cause-
I was typing in the search bar and that popped up. I'm not gonna pull that up. Not pulling that up on the screen. Where
That'd
is
be that kind of stream.
That's their Facebook group. But they do, they are a POC group. Good friends of mine. Because I feel like it's weird saying people of color, POC.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters. Anyway, they are also part of our I Stand with Vic movement. They're Vic stands. So everybody should go find them. Where is this? Why is this so hard? I should be able to type it in and it should pop up. As I rage at the computer. If you check out their artwork, she is another female artist, and her characters are super voluptuous. That's our term. You can't see it. That's our term.
That's a hard word.
Well, what am I allowed to say?
Oh, POC.
I don't know what I'm allowed to say. Well, she's actually really cool. She is Native American, and like she's, I don't know, like that. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But if you go look at her artwork, I could probably bring it up on our screen real quick so we can show the people. Sorry, Kayla, I blocked your head. I need a third monitor now. We got to get more bits so I can get a third monitor.
Here.
Dude, if I had a third monitor, this would be perfect.
That'd be like intense.
So I'll need a third monitor to put on this side, and then literally like that'll be just our screen showing side, and then a you side.
Now I get what's up.
Oh yeah. So
I don't know though. I think there's actually another thing you could do with Streamlabs and like enter like a media thing, and then have that be a separate window.
Maybe.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
think
have
you
it probably
now,
could.
I have it as
I'll play with it.
Yeah, because
also, Terry with the bits.
Oh, thank you, Terry, with the bits. Terry, if you want to drop a link to your art, go right ahead. Feel free to drop a link in the chat so people can check out some of Terry's art. He's an amazing artist if you guys want to give people a follows. So, as you can see, they actually are writing their own manga. Really cool, awesome people. They have a lot of really nice artwork. They actually just got Stephanie, the voice of young Gohan, to be one of their characters, and their where is it? I'm trying to find information on her. I think I'm trying to remember which character she's gonna be, but Stephanie is actually gonna be one of their voices.
Hey.
And I love Yo to death. He talks his arm.
Yo!
He talks. Yo! He talks his. I love him to death, but he's like me. He's super like. As you can see, this is Connie. Love her to death. She's actually the artist. Yo is like the storyteller and the like. He kind of puts stuff together, and he actually started doing a lot of the artwork with her, but she's the artist. So it's crazy. When people say, this is why men shouldn't draw. I don't know if you can tell. You should take some look at what us women draw. Because this is what we fucking draw. We all draw like this. It's not just men. It's just not women. It's not anything.
Tig old biddies.
Exactly. Tig old biddies. But if you look at these characters, they're not... And it's not like, oh, she's only drawing thick girls. No, she's drawing other forms of women, too. This is really, a really cute Pokemon. I just realized these are Pokemon.
Oh, Lord. But yeah, well, it's like, well, and then, they'd go to these female artists. You're the problem!
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you just can't win. It's like, okay, you're going to have, like, it's like, the men can't draw women. The women can't draw women. Only computers. Or you just don't have women in comics anymore.
That's right. Like...
You just can't do it anymore.
So you have to be a woman to draw like this?
Yes.
That seems a little ridiculous. I
Yeah,
just don't get
boobs.
it.
Boobs is a no word for whatever. I'm kind of triggered that we can't say boobs in the
Right?
chat. Boobs is a trigger word.
Boobs is a trigger word. I'm gonna have to go. Like, I tried to turn it off, and then because it was reporting everybody like quick, and I was like, no, I gotta turn it off. So now it doesn't report them unless they say like stuff.
You can't stop me, Sushi.
Yeah, you can't stop
I will
me.
prevent everyone from saying boobs. You can't stop. You don't want to do that, Sushi.
Don't say it. Is this one of their?
Jesus.
Oh yeah. So this is them like working on animating. So this is
Yeah,
like them
only
first getting into
Cardo can say boobs. Breasticles?
breasticles,
Breasticles.
chesticles.
Chest.
Oh, that one has sound in it. Is that it? Oh, so this is their character development. So, like, again, this is a woman drawing these characters. They're all shapes and different sizes. It just seems crazy that these crazy woke SJW, whatever we call them, seem to think that the only people...
Undesirables.
Yeah, the only people that are allowed to do any of this are women. And then that's a thing too.
Unwoke women.
Unwoke women, and that's
Or woke women, that's what it is. No, unwoke women are allowed to draw.
or not. Yeah, no, we're not
Yeah.
allowed to draw it.
Not allowed to draw. You
'Cause
can't. We don't have boobs. Women don't have boobs. We don't have hips. We don't have butts. We have organs though.
And we are.
We just need to be like big mushes of organs, because that's all we have.
And
Nothing else.
on top of that, you can't do them too big, but you can't draw them too skinny. And then you can't insult anyone by how they look ever. But they can insult you. If you're a woke woman, Kayla, you
I'm
can insult
woke.
me all day because
Yes.
you're woke. So you can literally trash me. You could quote, body shame me. You could call me ugly. You could call me look like a man. You can do whatever you want. That's fine.
But you can't do the reverse. You can't
because
do it
you're
back.
woke. But if I fight you, I'm not woke. I'm not allowed to talk like that, which is the most crazy.
Body shamer.
I need that Stitch emote.
Which one?
The one where he pulls his face.
Oh.
That's my favorite,
That
like,
just
Stitch.
needs to be you all the time.
It really is. I dropped that. That's like one of my #1 gifts where they're like, ah. So, that's right. I'm supposed to be offended by other people, I guess.
Be offended. Get offended.
Well, technically, I'm like Norwegian and Native American, so. And then my dad's full-blooded German.
Play that card.
It's true. You killed all my people. All you people.
All you people. What do you mean, you people?
I'm Native American. Well, true story. My great great grandmother, she was burnt in the Salem witch trials, and she was a Native American. She was a Native American priestess that married like my great grandfather that was Norwegian.
We're
And
learning
they
today.
literally burnt her alive. She actually has a plaque or a plank thing in Salem.
Oh wow.
Because she was actually a healer, and she was from a tribe that obviously met my granddad or great 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 whatever granddad.
Yeah.
And they killed her,
Yeah.
which is insane because she was making medicine. But that's okay.
I was
'cause
gonna
no
say
one
they
cares
killed the
about.
doctor.
No one thinks
smart
about
of them.
Native Americans. They have no. Have you ever wondered that? Like, why don't we have more woke for Native Americans? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, we slaughtered and killed all those people, and like every now and then you'll hear some, but Native Americans, like even right now in America, gets treated so bad,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
which is
There's still
insane.
all that.
Like there's places like in Arizona and stuff where they have like Native American resorts where like women are getting murdered and slaughtered and raped and killed
Yeah.
right now. But because our government's like, no, that's your problem. Like,
Yeah. Or it's like
we need to talk more about that.
that's a whole big discussion though too.
Yeah.
It's like I've also heard though too. It's weird because it's like the Amish or whatever. Because it's like kind of like in my area, there's a lot of Amish community. It's like apparently the Amish still have to pay taxes and they get nothing from the taxes. And it's
Yeah.
like, but they're separate from everyone else. So it's kind of like, but it's like, oh, but then they can't help, Native American peoples apparently.
Yeah,
because
I think
they're separate. I don't know.
Well, because Native Americans have
Like-
like their own police and stuff. So like if an Amish person like shoots you or runs you over with their horse or whatever they do,
That sounds funny, but I get it.
they can get arrested and go to jail.
Well, yeah, but like that's what I'm saying though. It's like, why aren't they both separate? It's kind of like, oh, we're not going to help, Native American people with that or anything like that. It's like, it's only what you can take from other people. It's not what you can give to other people.
But this is.
But then also we're like, but like, we're worried about how women look in comics and like how they have no organs. We're not concerned about other people's issues.
That's where my topic like it sounds like we're
Exactly.
trailing off here, but that's literally what I'm trying to like.
I'm roping you back in.
That's where I'm trying to go with this. Is we're sitting here complaining about women in comics, and I'm offended because this person doesn't think like I do. You're right here in fucking America, and I wish I had the tweet. I should have saved it today. And it's like SJWs, what they care about in problems. And it's like the body frame of a comic book woman being drawn by a man. And it's like poverty and people being killed. And
I think
like,
I just
all
saw one
this
the other
stuff.
day where it was like someone was saying it's what was it? It's like, oh yeah, it's like someone's like fighting some like battle or something like that. It's like some war, some like
Mhm.
and then it's like, and then you have these people in America like twerking in the street. Like protesting something or other or whatever. It's just like, really?
and it's the same people. It's the people who are complaining about like how we're drawing our men and our okay, we don't care about men.
Don't care about men.
Men.
We just don't care for anything.
As
ever at all.
women, Kayla, we are not allowed to speak positive about a man. Ever.
No, only negative.
Because that makes us unwoke
like all
women.
these guys. Nah. Yeah, exactly.
Unwoke women, we gotta
Just
make sure
trying to
we cover
whip
our
men.
asses.
That's just what's going on with our lives. It's like men just have to be whipped, and if they don't stay whipped, then oh well.
Exactly.
Then you're cucking in the corner.
That's. I can't even cucking. I sound like Popeye.
You would have to censor all of that if you're uploading this.
I'm just making noises. Like.
But yeah, so
These
should
people-
probably wrap up soon because I do have to get going.
Oh,
Here
yeah,
in
that's
a
right, you gotta go to
little
work.
Bit. I gotta go to work and function like a human.
So, in closing, these people are doing protests in the middle of the street, and twerking in the middle of the street, and doing all these insane things over the most ridiculous nonsense. When there are wars going on, there's our Native Americans in our goddamn country getting treated like shit. Like, come on, people. It's not, like, there's so much more that you could be doing with your life, your time, your energy. Don't be on Twitter for hours just fighting with, like, people because of your opinions and you think are right. Because your opinions are wrong.
Your opinions are
Wrong
petty.
opinions. You're wrong, and you should feel bad for being bad. That's my closing argument. Do you have anything you want to
Yeah.
close on?
Nah, you're good. I love your ending rants. I love it. But yeah, no, I think we're pretty good. Pretty much like, yeah, we discovered that either, men can't draw women, women can't draw women, and the only people that can draw women can't even draw. So
That's right. We just need
only
stick
men,
figure.
only men in comics. That's the lesson of today. Only men in comics, and that's it.
Only stick figures.
The dog.
Navi. Only stick figure women welcome.
Only sticks.
Only
no
sticks.
boobs. We're just organs.
And
Oh,
not
there it
the
is.
dress.
There it is. Okay. Now, like, the artist has to just, like, draw organs
But
and
you
just
also-
don't have anything around the organs.
But you also
Also,
can't.
more Terry, no, more with the Terry bits.
Oh, thank you, Terry. I was like
You have to
hiding.
duck under. Yeah,
But they can't draw like the skirts on them anymore. We're just all sticks. There's no male. There's no female. There's no nothing.
Nothing.
Just sticks. But you know what's okay? Closing. You remember that stuff that's like the sticks like fighting and killing each other?
Yes.
That's okay because
That's
the
okay.
body is wrong, but violence is good.
Violence is good.
In
Moral
America,
story. Boobs and butts and hips are bad.
boobs and butts and hips.
The answer is violence.
Say that one more time.
Huh?
So,
Oh, so all the things. But yeah. So yeah, boobs, butts, hips, bad. Violence is good.
I just made that just her so we could like clip that. So if anybody wants to clip her saying that, that'd be hilarious.
Ah!
I did
Here
the
I
thing.
am, and I'll come back years later. And it's like, you said violence was a good thing.